Good morning. It's Mike Mahoney, and I wanted to share with you a couple thoughts I had this morning about the current real estate market. And at the end of that, I'll give you a couple updates about the happenings in the office. Wanted to think about, the market that we've been in. You could cast a net and find a buyer or a seller, particularly a buyer, but that's not the case anymore. You're going to have to get real strategic in your communications. You're going to have to increase your communications. You're going to have to be visible with your clients. You're going to have to be visible with your sphere of influence. It's not going to be, a market for the faint at heart that don't believe they're a salesperson. Marketing has a place for sure, but direct response selling actually is how you're going to be successful in this business. So, you can cast a net, or you can learn how to swim with a spear gun and shoot fish directly face to face when you see them, rather than casting this wide, expensive net. It's probably less expensive to dive in the water with a spear gun than it is to put a fishing boat in the water with a crew and fuel and bait and nets, insurance, payroll, versus going and seeing a fish with a spear gun. So, that's what we need to do in this market is we need to focus. So I'm going to give you a couple ideas that you can do to effectively, take more control of the market. So here's an example. I'll call this the Lucky 21 technique, which is basically to circle prospect around a new listing or an open house or just sold. So, you basically get out in the neighborhood and you hit 7 doors on each side of the house, 7 to the right, 7 to the left, 7 across the street. Hey, we just listed. Hey, we're hosting an open house at this house over here at 29 Irving Drive. We had a lot of interested parties, but that property needs a little cosmetic work. And today's buyer, they'd rather just move in. They don't want to do a lot of work. Can you think of anyone in the neighborhood who might consider showing their house if we were to have a buyer that didn't like 29? Let me know if you can think of anyone. Have you ever thought about getting a value on your house? Let me know if that could help you. And I'm just kind of ad-libbing as we go here. That's direct response versus sending out 100 postcards to Maud Terrace and Irving Drive. Those probably go in the trash. I get postcards up here at my house all the time from realtors, and they don't even make it to the house. I drive down the driveway and into the bucket they go. And, that's just how I am. I'm sure I'm not the only one in my neighborhood that's not looking at mail. So there's one opportunity. Another opportunity might be if you don't have a listing, but we have access to 29 Irving Drive here in Walpole. Just, shoot a text, do a Facebook message, and basically say, we just listed a home at 29 Irving Drive. It's a great house for someone that's energetic and wants to do a little painting to make some equity, right? You can buy this house for $524,900. The last house on the street sold for XXX. It's that message that's going to incite someone, that's going to get someone to think about someone. Who do you know that can do a little work, doesn't mind doing a little painting, a little cosmetics, and would be willing to make money on a house? Always leave a question so that it causes them to think. Text that, Facebook message it, put it in video, put it out there. So that's just a couple thoughts is, you can cast a net or you can be a spear fisher. I would personally be more targeted. It's going to be less expensive, less grueling. Think about the fishing boat that has to put the nets out. They go out for days. The spear fisher can go into the water, swim around a little bit, see a fish, and shoot it. That's just the way it is. It's just more effective. Then they can eat that fish for 3 days versus living on a boat for 3 days and having all the overhead. So, get into the mode of more direct response, direct selling. Couple updates in the office. Teresa has a listing appointment today. I'm actually going to be in attendance with her at that. Deb Prudhomme, new agent in our office, is doing our first sale, and she has a home inspection, which Alvin's helping her with today, this morning. Ed Keefe reduced the price of 29 Irving Drive. Brandon Spellman's hosting that open house tomorrow, 10 to 12. Thanksgiving dinner, quote unquote, and the Fall Blitz sales contest raffle is Monday at 4. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there on Monday. Couple things. So I've noticed agents have stepped up doing the handwritten cards and just doing more outreach to their sphere of influence and their circle of influence friend network, which is great. This is Erin Thomas. She sent that out. Michelle Haley, I got to give you a big shout out. You know, this takes a lot of cojones to get on video, and I've noticed you've done it this week. So, and I noticed you're getting the engagements. So, you know, social media is about social media. So people love that stuff. Katie Landolfi put this up about the Walpole Santa Parade, which is next Saturday in the morning. And they're actually doing the event on Saturday evening up in the Walpole Common. So there's a chance to do some social media marketing. And then Christine Lyons grabbed an image that I sent out about notification for the price reduction on Irving the other day and put this out to her Facebook group. So, you know, very good work happening by everyone. Make it a great Saturday. I'm around all weekend. If I can help you out, please reach out. Thanks and make it a great day.